Hi, boys and girls. So I have a new game for you today, but if you haven't done this yet, you have an old math folder, your brown one, and you have a new math folder, a green one. And what I want you to do is take everything from your brown folder out, all the leftover stuff, and just stick it in the back of your green folder. Okay, so I just stuck all those things from my brown folder in the back of my green folder. And the only things I brought to the front were my purple activity sheet and my yellow, I think that was already on top. So these two things are in the front, and all my leftover stuff from my brown math folder I stuck in the back. So all my math supplies are together here, all my math games and my fluency packets. Okay, today we are going to be playing a center activity. Center activity 1.31, 10 more, 10 less. You need a die, your game board, and you need game markers. So you're probably going to want to use your counters or your cubes. Either way, you're playing with someone else. So go ahead and get that ready, or you can just watch the directions and then you can play afterwards. So it says, take turns. We're practicing 10 more, 10 less. Take turns, roll the number cube, find the number next to your toss. So here's your number cube that we're rolling, and then here's what your number will be. Write the number and a number 10 more or 10 less on the recording sheet. Cover your 10 more or 10 less number on the game board. If that number is taken, your turn ends. Play 4 turns each. Try to get 3 markers in a row. So if you're playing by yourself, I want you to play at least 4 turns. So I open this up, and I am going to roll. Oh, that's going to be hard because it's on the other side. I am actually just going to mark this off. So I got a 5. I need to look on this side. If I get a 5, my number is 103. So my number is 103. I need to come up with a number that's 10 more or 10 less. And I know that 10 more would be 113, which is on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and circle 10 more. So 103, 10 more is 113. Now I get to mark that off. Player B would roll, or if you're playing by yourself, you could roll again. My number is 2. Now this is where it's hard because the number's on the back side. So you could write them, you could write the chart on the other side, but I'm just going to mark them off with we'll do X's and O's. I'm going to pretend to be player B. So I rolled a 2. So here's my toss. I rolled a 2. My number is 16. Okay, so my number is 16 if I'm player B. And 10 less, I would get rid of a 10. And if you need to draw it, you can. 10 less would be 6. 10 more, I just added a 10, would be 26. So, I want to block the X's. So if I do 26, I'll block them right here. So I'm going to do 10 more. And now with my O, I can block 20. I can block block them from getting 3 in a row this way. I'll roll again. 5. Oh, 103 again. So if my number is 103, I'm not going to do 10 more because 10 more is already taken. So I actually have to do 10 less. You might want to use your 120 chart for this. So if I'm at 103, I'd go back 10, which would bring me to 93. Or you can draw a picture. So you could draw 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 103. And then to figure out 10 less, I would get rid of a 10, which would leave me with 9 10s and 3 ones, and that would be 10 less than 103. So I'm back to player A. I can cross off 93. Okay, so if the number's already taken, you're going to want to try to do the other, either 10 more was already taken, you're going to do 10 less than that number. Your goal is to try to get 3 in a row. If you're playing by yourself, I want you just to at least take 4 turns, and you're still trying to get 3 in a row. Challenge to you is try to black out the board and get the whole thing. That would be awesome. That's another way. It's called blackout. All right, have fun playing. 10 more, 10 less. Use your resources if you need to. You may draw pictures or use your 120 chart to figure out 10 more or 10 less.